camera up a little bit too so I don't get too much flash off your glasses.
Okay.
Okay, Ray, can you give us your name and tell us what position you fill and describe the project that you're working on?
Okay. My name is Ray Olney. I'm a Yakima Indian. The project that I'm associated with now is, the problem area I'm associated with is Summer Supportive Education Program for the Yakima tribe. I'm a past project director for the last 2 or 3 years now. I'm an educational researcher. I'm working in this capacity now, rewriting the summer education programs for the Yakima tribe.
Could you describe the summer education program as it now exists?
Our summer education program, as it now exists, we have 760 Indian students, kindergarten to the 12th grade. Our main target area is from 2 to the 6th grade. We have 3 valley centers in Camp Chaparral. These programs are in the summer. They run for 8 to 9, 10 weeks. My responsibilities is to help the education committee with the Yakima tribe in selecting key personnel that will help our Indian students achieve academically the highest grade level that is possible. In other words, our Indian students from the 3rd or the 4th grade on are behind 1 or 2 grade levels as they progress. An example would be if they're a 5th grader, they're doing 3rd grade work. And primarily my responsibilities is to select individuals that will help bring up their academic level.
Okay, how did this program get started and how is it funded?
The program got started many, many years ago, back in 1956. It used to be a recreation program in the foothills of Mount Adams, referred to as Pato, by our elders. And I'm just a small component of the program, and my job, I'm primarily responsibility for carrying on the work of what my elders set up. And when I graduate from this job and move on to a different management position within the tribe, some younger individual through proper training will take my place. The program was started as a gentleman referred to as Mr. Smartlaw. They call him Mr. Education. He's just deceased member now. He was chairman of our education committee. He was very instrumental in getting our program started. Now our program is funded. We have tribal monies from the education committee. The Yakima tribe sets aside monies for our education, and we also are getting some assistance from Title IV of the Indian Education Act. But the last couple of years we haven't been very successfully in getting our monies, some Title IV monies, because there's just not enough to go around. And what it really is it's a political ball game. Mm-hmm.
How do you use the history of the tribe, the Yakima language, and the culture of the Yakima Nation in encouraging the kids at Camp Chaparral to learn better, to learn better learning habits, to make better grades?
One of the tools I like to use is motivating our Indian students culturally by bringing in Indian language, and also many Indian-related festivities dealing with traditional ways of our tribe. We motivate them this way, and then in return, hopefully that they will realize that being traditional Indians, and if they're intelligent enough to achieve any type of a degree and return to the reservation, this will help us. What I'm saying is that if you got a PhD in law, you come back and you help our people, because most of our uphill battles from now on is going to be through litigation.
Okay. What has been the effect of the Camp Chaparral program on kids in the Yakima Nation? How has it affected them? Has it worked?
Yes, the program has worked. I am a product myself of Camp Chaparral. I've been associated with the program for 20 years. I was one of the little Indian students running around up there 20 years ago. And then I've listened to many of the ways, many of the traditions, and followed them. I went on and graduated from college, and I never did leave the reservation, all except for my military life in the Marine Corps. But this is the way I bring my children up, and this is what we preach on our reservation here. If the Yakima tribe is going to set aside money to get educated, then you must return and work for the benefit of your people as a whole. And I try to look at it objectively, and that's my response to that.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about the importance of teaching Yakima language and Yakima history and Yakima traditions for kids who are going to have to operate with one foot in two different worlds, say, in the white world partially and in the Indian world partially?
Some of our most traditional Indians on the reservation, they will not have problems in the public school systems traditionally. But some of our students that they're on the borderline, they don't really know what culture they're from. This is going to be definitely a problem to them. So having Indian clubs in some of our schools, this helps to really identify the individual. And if he can go ahead and identify with himself and with the community and reach his academic capacity, which is PhD, in return, that he'd be an asset to our organization.
There is video available now if you wanted to maybe have him direct some of his narration towards something that might be in the
Okay,
film.
let me ask him one more question, and then I'll ask him two more short questions. How has the Camp Chaparral and the Educational Improvement Program been accepted by the Yakima community, and do you have plans for expanding and continuing it in the future?
As far as the summer education program, it's very well accepted within the Yakima tribe. We've already expanded our facilities, and all we need now is from the federal government is monies to keep our academic programs operating. We shouldn't have to compete year in and year out. Money should be made available.
Very good. Okay.
Well, no, I was just saying that if you wanted to have him maybe address something that he knows is on that film, that would be some narration that you could use.
Remind him what is on the film there, and then he can speak to. Say something, Ray, about the graduation ceremony or the presentation ceremony there. And just say it at the like at the end of the course. We have
At the end of our education program at Camp Chaparral and our Valley Summer Supportive Education programs, the tribal officials of the Yakima tribe are honored guests to be at our graduation ceremonies to make presentations of academic achievement awards, athletic awards to our youngsters. Our youngsters in return have received the fulfillment and enjoyment of this experience by the big smiles on their faces, the handshaking of their grandparents. This is very rewarding to me as a Yakima member.
That'll go good over that
Good.
particular piece of video.